metaphorical expression Son of God is used often in the Bible. Many are called sons of God, individuals as well as groups of people, like the children of Israel. And the Lord said to Moses, "When you go back to Egypt, see that you perform before Pharaoh all the wonders that I have put in your power, but I will harden his heart, so that he will not let the people go. Then you shall say to Pharaoh, Thus says the Lord, Israel is my firstborn son." Exodus 4:21-22. New Revised Standard Version. These verses demonstrate what being God's son means. Obviously, God was not saying that the group known as Israel was literally his firstborn son. Rather, the phrase indicates that the nation of Israel was like a firstborn son to God. The Psalms refer to the expected Messiah as the firstborn of God. "He shall cry unto me, Thou art my Father, my God, and the rock of my salvation. Also I will make him my firstborn, higher than the kings of the earth." Psalm 89:27-28. King James Version. A number of verses in the Old Testament refer to the angels as the sons of God in the books of Genesis and Job. Here is just one sample. "Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them." Job 1:6. King James Version. So far we have seen verses that refer to the children of Israel, the expected Messiah, and the angels as God's sons. 96. Development of the Christian doctrine. This in itself makes it clear that sonship in the Bible has a different meaning from what we normally understand. All of the examples we have looked at so far come from the Old Testament. What about in the New Testament? In the New Testament, Adam is called God's son. Luke's genealogy of Jesus ends with Adam, whom Luke says is the Son of God. And Jesus himself began to be about 30 years of age, being as was supposed the son of Joseph, which was the son of Heli, which was the son of Mathat, which was the son of Levi, which was the son of Melchi, the son of Enos, which was the son of Seth, which was the son of Adam, which was the Son of God. Luke 3:23-38. King James Version. If Adam was the Son of God, then could Jesus have been his only son? Luke was Paul's companion, so it is not surprising that Paul also makes the point that Jesus was not God's only son. For as many as are led by the Spirit of God, they are the sons of God. For ye have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear, but ye have received the Spirit of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit, that we are the children of God. And if children, then heirs, heirs of God, and joint heirs with Christ, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. Jesus as the Son. 97. For the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of God. For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who hath subjected the same in hope, because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of God. Romans 8:14-21. King James Version. All of these verses indicate that Jesus was not the only Son of God. Could this indicate that the phrase itself means something other than what we understand in ordinary usage? Meaning of sonship. Jesus and his followers obviously had a very different concept of what the title Son of God meant from the understanding that the Greeks and Romans had. In the names of Jesus Ibid, p. 54, Taylor gives us an idea of what those concepts were. The significance of the phrase in Jewish thought is reasonably clear. It does not describe a divine being, but characterizes groups of individuals who stand in a particularly close religious relationship with God. Strange to Jewish thought, with its strong emphasis on monotheism, the idea of divine men, or sons of God, was congenial to the Greek mind. It is therefore possible to argue that, while primitive Christianity confessed Jesus as the Son of God, the content of the idea was determined by Hellenistic usage. Here Taylor, himself a Christian, gives us some very important information. The influence of Greek and Roman thought may have flavored the original scriptural meaning of sonship to God. The Old Testament makes it clear that all of God's true adherents are sons of God. Those who love God, and whom He loves in return, are His children. For instance, we see another example from the book of Job where the angels are referred to as the sons of God. 98. Development of the Christian doctrine. Where wast thou when I laid the foundations of the earth? Declare, if thou hast understanding. Who hath laid the measures thereof, if thou knowest? Or who hath stretched the line upon it? Whereupon are the foundations thereof fastened? Or who laid the cornerstone?